if you want to know what are the important ideas of the civilization, you have to find out words, concepts for which there are multiple words.
Hari, if you could help us understand the word joy and what it means a little bit.
Okay. So joy, in the Indian system, the ancient Indian system, the Indic system, actually has a meaning quite different from, what joy the word evokes in us in a modern context. What does joy evoke in us, right? So if you go to any part of the world today and say, just drop the word joy, what does it actually mean to most people? What does it evoke? It typically evokes, some extreme, exuberant happiness or exuberant something, right? That's not what the Indic system says is joy. Indic system says that joy is actually a state where you engage with life with the same degree of intensity, irrespective of the emotions that you're going through or the circumstances that you're going through. Your intention to engage and your actual engagement with life is the same, the intensity, not the nature, because of course emotions will affect you and all of that, but the extent to which you are engaged with life is the same. So I give an example of that. Let's say this is actually something that happens to all of us all the time, which is when we wake up in the morning. So on some days when we wake up in the morning, we know that today is going to be a good day for whatever reason, right? It's going to be a good day. So it shows in our engagement with that day, right? So we jump out of bed, we, everything we do with more vitality and more vim and more vigor and all of that. And the reverse is also true. So on some days, you know that today is not going to be a good day.
Yeah.
And what is our most common response to an emotion that today is not going to be a good day? We get up late. So essentially what happens is we shrink from or go backwards from our engagement with life because of the emotion we are feeling, or we go forward in our engagement of life because of the emotion we are feeling. It's not uniform. Joy is a state which allows you to have a uniform engagement with life irrespective of the emotion that you feel. So that's an interesting thing. And there's another also important thing is that joy is a state. Because people often ask me this difference between joy and happiness.
Yeah.
Which is another question that I get asked a lot. And so joy and happiness, the difference is this. Happiness is an emotion. And like all emotions, it comes and it goes. So it's transient.
And
today,
it's based on something.
It's based on events and it's based on various things. But the most important point is that you're right. The locus very often of emotion is outside you. Something else is happening and that results in that. Need not be always the case, but it's often the case. But it's transient. I think that's the most important thing. Sometimes you're happy, then you will become unhappy, then you will become angry, then you will become... And in a day, we have so many emotions. Joy is not transient because it's a state. So it's your... And like a state means it's where you are at, right? And so that's a big difference in joy. So in the Indic system, joy is what you should get to so that your ability to engage with life and your intention to engage with life and therefore your engagement with life is not affected by the intensity of your engagement with life is not affected by your emotions or the circumstances that you're passing through. So it's a very profoundly different idea. And there are many words in Sanskrit for that. And that's the beauty. One of the things on an aside, I'll tell you something, that in any civilization, if you want to know what are the important ideas of the civilization, you have to find out words, concepts for which there are multiple words.
Okay. So it's used more
commonly. Used in a more nuanced way.
Okay.
So, for people, the native Inuits who live in the north, in the Arctic, apparently there are many words for the color white.
Yeah.
In Sanskrit, there are many words for the word joy, for what we would normally call joy. There are most nuanced words for joy.
And thanks for explaining it so beautifully. How does Leela life come in and what does Leela really mean?
Leela is one such word.
Okay.
Leela is one such word in Sanskrit to describe a particular nuanced idea of joy. In fact, so Ananda is one word. There are many words. Ananda is kind of a more blissful idea of joy. Leela, in particular, refers to playful joy, which means that you are in a state of constant engagement with life, irrespective of emotions, and the way in which you engage with life is slightly playful.
Okay.
It's very profound. It's very profound because once you start to experience that idea that life need not be taken so seriously, independent of what is going on in your life. Some of it is very heavy stuff and serious stuff and all of that. But your engagement comes from a state of Leela, which is a wonderful state to get to. So Leela life's promise to the world it's going to is that we can hopefully help you transit to not just a state of joy, but a state of playful joy, which is what Leela is.